You might be wondering if Serpent Smart and the Snake River Speedway have any connection, and to that I say, I really do not know. Hey everybody, I'm Brendan, and I call out to the owner of the Serpent Smart Marble to maybe enter some backstory in the comments or also the Discord server, which, by the way, if you join, link being in the description, you have the opportunity to enter a backstory for your marble if you own one, and add that to the lore of RML. That being said, Snake River Speedway is a first-time circuit here at the Racing Marble League, and I'm excited to see how marbles roll on the course today. Panda and Polyonics will be the first two to get us started here. 2Ps getting us started as they roll down this highway. This track will feature 6 bank corners, 2 standard corners, 3 Muller Corners, 2 long straights, one of them being that long and blue highway sector, and that big booster. You see also the giant Muller Corner as well as the hairpin Muller Corner are both in there as well, right, followed by that short one as you pass the finish line. An average lap time seems to sit at about 23 seconds, so good to see that even the lower of marbles are starting off strong. Now here's a fun fact that you may not know. Based on the points possibilities, GOAT could still, by a miraculous, seemingly impossible series of events, and honestly starting very well there by taking 2 fastest sector times with the 21.97, actually win this season of RML. Because if our first place leader, Swirly, were to only get 2 total points, meaning last place both times in the next 2 races, and GOAT came around and got all possible points, 26, so first place in each, plus the bonus points each time, most laps led and pole, GOAT would actually have first, regarding that all the other marbles also did badly where they needed to do badly and well where they needed to do well. But the fact that that possibility is still on the table is just wonderful to see. Only really the bottom 2, Panda and Polyonics, are completely out of contention for first place. I'm sure GOAT will follow suit soon here, as soon as a marble does better than 21.97. But the possibility's still out there, and Blue Falcon not doing better, Blizzard getting the lowest sector 2 time, and so I don't want to say that this dream is alive, but I want to point out that the dream has a very small but distinct possibility. Distinct being a just existing, meaning existing in this case, not probable. All right, Sacred Snow and Octane getting into the middle of the pack here. We don't have fastest sector 1 times here, but still pretty good times to put up 10.7 about. But we do have fastest sector 2 time by Octane, and GOAT's dreams are dashed. Just like that, all I built up for is gone because GOAT can't get those pole position bonus points. But I guess in theory he still could win podium. But I'll probably give you a better breakdown of what things look like for who can do what when we get to that 6th race. Snake River Speedway. Again, the course in front of you. We'll start to get used to how the turns go and what are going to be the challenge points for these marbles today. Skunk and Fury coming in about the middle. And wow, it's weird to see Crimson Lady here in the mid-pack coming out rolling, but not a good season for her. Not really sure what went on, but tough race for her last time. Dropped in the average finish position all the way down to 7.6 now. Not even in the top 5 with that stat. Of course, not even close to the top 5 overall. Wild Canuck, on the other hand, has the highest amount of positive position changes across the season. Yes, his overall standings spot is not amazing, but he has 36 positive on position changes. That being adding up all the times he lost a place and all the times he won a place, losing the place being a -1 and winning being a positive, and he comes out with 36. At the bottom, Zero has -26, which is very bad. But Crimson Lady actually sits with -15. Serpent Smart and Swirly are top 2 right now, sit with 19, and Swirly with -9. So wrap your head around all that. But good for Wild Canuck. We're almost towards the end here of the qualifiers. And let's start to take a look really closely at the track. So we start out with that long straight, then we head to the highway, and marbles are really fast going to that banked hairpin. So when marbles are together and packed into that banked hairpin, that could create some trouble. Then we go to the banked turns and into those Muller corners when things slow down a little bit. But if marbles can take the fast lines and stay, especially inside on that final hairpin, then they should be able to maintain speed. Victoria's Secret, Serpent Smart, of course, where all eyes are today, since of the relation to this particular course, and, well, the fact that he's in second place right now, so definitely a marble to look out for. He weaves his way through those banked hairpins beautifully, coming down the straight, taking that outside line in the Muller corner, and middle line on that second turn, but so fast, and had fastest sector one time, and almost the fastest sector two time, but at that gets provisional pole, and the only one who could put that in a different light would be Swirly, and out she comes. And looking pretty fast down the middle of the highway, staying straight. And we'll come underneath the highway towards the banked turns, back and forth. A little bit of a dance here, like a snake. A snake movement. And comes around the Muller corner here, fast through sector 2. Yes, faster sector 2 time, and she will do it. Who is pole? None other than Swirly, who is second, none other than Serpent Smart. Go down to 4th, El Sol dropping out of the top 5. Crimson Lady qualifying in 8th, so not good. Not good at all for a marble who really didn't see much of the below bottom 5 in her first 2 seasons. But let's head to the race. You can see there are 14 laps, as you see in the top corner there. And the marbles are all in the gate. The lights are all on, and we are rolling. And who but Serpent Smart is your first leader. Swirly also making moves to the banked hairpin, and she's back on top through that banked hairpin as marbles kind of got trapped and thrown about in that very difficult feature. Serpent Smart slides to the outside of the Muller corner and leaves room for Octane to make a pass. Swirly fast in that inside hairpin, and she's going to come out in the lead, and this is back to a Swirly dominant race. Serpent Smart kind of lost in the sauce right now. Goat actually up to second place, and maybe this will be a race that he is not lapped. It would be nice to see something like that, but look at Victoria's Secret and Wild Canuck down in the bottom already. A tough stratification coming out of that gate, especially when they ran into that hairpin, and things will look rough. Sacred Snow, Octane to middle of the pack. Marbles finally getting a look towards the top, but Serpent Smart makes a pass there through the marble booster, and he's back to second place. Octane being the first to really stratify from the pack and establish a little bit of a lead. But look at Serpent Smart, and Serpent Smart could use a win here, and he could pick up even most laps led somehow, then he'll be in position to maybe put Swirly away. Standings are pretty close right now in that regard. 88 to 78, Swirly to Serpent Smart. So it's going to be about his ability to make space from Swirly. But even if he can just win and get a couple extra points, then Swirly will still feel the pressure going into that final race next week. Swirly right in second, Serpent Smart right in first. Tornado and Rampage have made their way up there, and they're also 2 dangerous marbles. Rampage in 6th right now, Tornado in 4th, with good points spreads too, 72 and 65. So all of them are still in it, but look at Blue Falcon around Swirly on the outside line, coming down the highway fast on Serpent Smart, closes that gap quickly, and Serpent Smart gets away once again, and here to those Muller corners. And Swirly going to the outside line, staying right on Blue Falcon. No nudge from behind yet there. No nudge. Blue Falcon keeps distance just a little bit through the marble booster, and Blue Falcon makes a connection there with Serpent Smart, but nothing doing. Nothing hard enough to make much of a change. That's really what it was. Tornado coming down fast too, right on Blue Falcon, and no movement. And it just seems to be, line and leaders right now. Serpent Smart. Ooh, he flies to the outside there in the Muller corner, leaves room for Blue Falcon to pass, but passed right back as Blue Falcon struggled on that slight Muller corner. That slight elbow was not easy on him. Serpent Smart shoves Blue Falcon ahead, tries to get some space, goes to the near side and the far side, and nothing through that banked hairpin, and the marbles now come together quite closely. Skunk and Tornado in there, Panda in there, top 5 as well. Swirly and Crimson Lady flirting with each other in 6 and 7. Florida Lid down in 12th, just to call him out. El Sol kind of dropping away as well. Victoria's Secret has passed all the way up to 14, so she's made a lot of moves over the past few laps. We're about halfway through this course. Serpent Smart looking for a lead, comes down the highway way past Skunk. That was fast and almost around Blue Falcon, but the nudge was lateral. And Blue Falcon is still holding on to something that, well, I'm surprised to see him holding on to. Blue Falcon didn't really show up. Oh, here we go. Oh, Serpent Smart making a good pass. Blue Falcon, oh, off the elbow again, and struggles to hold speed. But I didn't expect the Blue Falcon to finally make some room up here. He struggled here in the A-League, in the Championship League, coming into the first few races. But good to see him as a rookie at least making a jaunt for the top here. Crimson Lady up to 6. Serpent Smart in first place. Where's Swirly, though? Swirly's down to 10th now, and Serpent Smart really has an advantage here to make up some ground. Pressure is on Swirly right now, and I think as a rookie, she's really feeling it. Here comes Blue Falcon down the highway. Not fast enough. Serpent Smart has been the fastest down the highway as I've seen so far. Also, Panda up there as well, so we're seeing some of the not so high-performing marbles show up today, but look at Goat all the way down to 18th, and he had second for a few seconds. Tornado looking on Panda. Here comes Sacred Snow around the Muller Corners so fast, and through the marble booster is not Sacred Snow to come out on top. Oh, goes to the outside right behind Panda, makes a connection, but nothing. And through the highway, and it still looks good for Panda, actually, through the hairpin. And what about Crimson Lady? I always try to go back to her. I always try to return to where we started, but Crimson Lady is not showing up and continues not to. Serpent Smart tries to get on the inside line, but not enough speed, and Blue Falcon, another mistake on the elbow. And it's going to be Serpent Smart once again. Blue Falcon struggling on that elbow Muller corner. And it's been costly. It's been costly for this marble. I think that's T-Bot there down in 21st, and we might get our first lap of the race here. We're in 11. We're almost done with this race. It's a shorter course than usual. T-Bot trying to hold out. Blue Falcon back to a little bit of a lead, and, well, T-Bot would like to try to avoid this. This would be the third lapping situation if he gets overtaken here. And he might. Blue Falcon. Oh, a nudge and inside. A good cut. Smart racing, and he's made space and puts a marble between him and Serpent Smart, who passes that marble quickly inside line of the Muller corner, but slow. Now away, and a lot of space between the two of them. 2 laps to go. Crimson Lady still in 7th. Swirly down in 10th. El Sol in 11th. Sinatra 12th. Stratified well all the best of the racers this season. Swirly needs every position she can get. She's up to 9th. Serpent Smart still trying to make passes towards Blue Falcon. Think Blue Falcon might have most laps led here. Serpent Smart will lose a bunch of points if he can't make something happen quickly. Here he comes across the line. Blue Falcon still not so good on that elbow. Doesn't go away quick enough. And now that gap has closed. Final lap. And it is close between these two marbles. About 2 lengths. Here coming down the highway. Serpent Smart much faster this time. And bounces away. Zigging and zagging. But he's still right on 1 length behind Blue Falcon. Now a half length. Here we go to the Muller Corners. A big pass could happen here. Serpent Smart. Oh, they go to the same lane. Serpent Smart needs to get inside. They both go inside. And Blue Falcon. Blue Falcon by a length overtakes Serpent Smart, who could not put on the intelligent racing there in the final lap. Crimson Lady ends in 5th. Swirly in 11th. Victoria's Secret in 12th, and right now, here at the Snake River Speedway, our serpentine friend is going to come away overall leader. What a way to finish, and I'm sure Serpent Smart is going to be hoping to see this course again in the future. But even more so, Blue Falcon, who was able to make first place. But that overall standing is really the most important. Good win by Blue Falcon. Sacred Snow also looking at the podium there. Overall, 3rd for her. Tornado right behind. Good race results for a lot of marbles who needed good race results, but I'm afraid for Swirly and Victoria's Secret, who are going to drop in the standings a little bit when we hit those. But T-Bot, 3 laps on the season. 5 races, lapped 3 times. That can't be feeling good right now. Serpent Smart is up 2 points on Swirly, 105 to 103. Tornado and Victoria's Secret still in it right behind. Somehow El Sol and Crimson Lady are still in it. They're still oddly in it. If they can put on a real show next week. But again, that would also depend on how Serpent Smart and Swirly do. And honestly, I can't see them dropping down to Polyonics levels of racing. Blue Falcon sitting in the middle of the pack after his good race around Wild Canuck area. And then we'll wrap things for race 5. Well, we have one more race. Next week decides it. Will Crimson Lady pull off a miracle and show that she is thrice the best racing marble? Or will one of the other contenders put that era to a rest? We will see you next time.